Hello everybody, this is Ashadowbox and welcome back to beautiful Westbridge Hills. Joining me as always is Dr. Vesuvius and also a very special guest, Taff in Exile. Hello Taff.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Oh, doing great, thank you. We're just, got some work to do on the farm, so we're delighted that you could be here to join us. We got a three-man job to do today, so...
Oh, absolutely fantastic. After Christmas I could use the extra paycheck, so looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're being paid, right?
Cheaper than a hired worker, so...
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, a little bit cheaper than a hired worker, yeah. If you look at our funds, we're not doing too hot right now, so...
Oh yeah.
Alright, and part of that is, Dr. V, I don't know if you've noticed your animal app on your iPhone, but or on your smartphone, whatever you have, I don't know what you have.
Ooh.
But you notice that I've got a little surprise of my own. Yeah.
You've got some friends!
Yeah, actual productive animals that'll actually make us a decent amount of money.
You're not talking about me there, are you? Oh, you mean the sheep? The sheep. Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
The sheep are a little more high maintenance than you, Taff. So...
Same hair, though.
Alright, so as you can see, we still, the downside of sheep is obviously that they need to be fed, whereas the chickens just kind of take care of themselves. And we also have field 16. Looks like the sugar beet crop has finally come in. So a couple of us are going to need to work on the sugar beets, and the other person's going to have to start taking care of the sheep. So who wants to do what?
You're the boss. You tell me what you need doing.
Well, Dr. V and Taff, if you want to hook up for the sugar beets, I'll do a couple of sheep runs and just show off the sheep a little bit, I suppose.
Okay, cool.
We also need to collect the eggs from the ladies.
Well, Dr. V, I told you that's your chore. So,
okay.
I refuse to enter that chicken coop.
I'll go do that now then, and then we'll get onto the sugar beets.
I'll show you the equipment we've got then. Right, Ted?
Yep. I've lost you. There you are.
Alright, so the big barn is where we keep most of our drivable equipment, and then the little barn next to it's all of our tow behind equipment. Now we've got a couple of trailers, a couple of seeders and stuff, a couple of tractors and a harvester. Where we are with our sugar beets, we are still using the tractor-based equipment instead of the proper big harvester. So, I don't know if you want to harvest or if you want to pick up a trailer, but the Lamborghini is the tractor that you're going to want to use to harvest, and the case will be the one to pull the trailer.
Yeah, I'll do trailer duty. I'll be the donkey back and forth from the silo. That's fine. Less to go wrong that way.
Alright, Dr. V, that means you're stuck with the harvester.
Okay, let me just finish up here. I'll rejoin you.
And I'll take the utility stire. We've got a little something that I've got to take care of with those sheep. Got to drop off the equipment that I've got attached currently.
Don't know where the girls are hiding these eggs, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, Dr. V, chicken's nothing but trouble.
Very sneaky, but anyway, that's got most of them in it. Right. Oh, so I'm getting to drive the Lamborghini today. Yay!
No, you haven't done that yet, have you? I always hog it. Oh, can you train those together? Oh, you can. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Dr. V, did you know you could train the flagels together?
No.
Wow, learn something new every day.
There you go. Oh, we can pull it as well. Fantastic. I might just need to put my diff locks on just so get a bit of movement.
Yeah. Look at that. It's a good thing we brought Taff around.
There you go. Prove my usefulness already. That was it though. That's all you get.
Oh yeah, and you also told us how to use the diff locks and all-wheel drive for the drive control too. So who says you're not useful?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going against popular belief. I do have uses.
Alright, what have you done with the sugar beet harvesting gear?
It was at the back of the big barn, I think I noticed it.
Yep.
Alright.
Where it always is. Alright, and there's our brand spanking new mower.
Oh, you've got a mower.
Yep. It's about as big as this entire tractor, but we'll see how it goes. It's also not fold. It also doesn't fold up like the one from 2013 did. But let's go check the mission board and see if we can kill two birds with one stone, get a mowing mission done for a little extra cash, and then pick up what it leaves with the forage wagon.
Right, what did we say it was for four-wheel drive?
Shift 4, 5, 6, unsure which one of those does what.
That's right.
But one of those is four-wheel drive, one of those is diff locks, and then I don't know what the other one is.
Turn on defoliator, right. Okay, Taff, you ready?
Yep.
Observe these elite arming skills. Never
Standing
to be
by.
seen elsewhere.
Am I on the wrong side of you?
Yeah, the pipe's on the other side on this one, isn't it?
Are you just topping, aren't you? You haven't actually harvested.
I know that. I was testing.
just.
Testing.
Do you want to start from the other end so we can use the pipe straight away, or?
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Let that pipe be. I'm just saying how much this tree now.
It's a nice tree, you know.
Auspicious start. Right, that's definitely kicked me into a lower gear. Yep.
Oh, I've never driven this case tractor before. It's got some nice interior detail, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's
not
lovely.
bad.
Oh, I might have to get myself one of these. This is very nice.
The drive-in theater needs mowing, apparently. Oh no, that's not the drive-in theater. Is it? It is. The drive-in theater needs mowing. Okay then.
There's a drive-in theatre?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it needs mowing.
Alright. Sugar beet harvesting, take two. We'll fix the other one in post.
Yeah, absolutely. Cut that out, no worries.
Oh, I'm not getting it.
We'll harvester, the harvester on. Right, how's this for? That's better. There we go.
There we go. We synced. I think we're synced now. Fantastic.
Yeah. Like a glove.
Oh, look at that. Oops, getting a bit close. Yeah, getting up this hill with a full trailer might be tricky.
Yeah, I think you might be a bit ambitious with train there.
Yeah. There you go.
I totally meant to leave that one strip there.
Oh, it's just a marker, that's fine.
It's for decoration.
Okay, off one strip we got 4,804 litres of sugar beet, which is quite impressive.
Not bad. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to experiment. I'm going to try with GPS. So, left control keypad 0 to turn it on. That turns it on going lengthwise, which is no good. ASB, did you know how to use this thing?
Yeah. So if you press left control numpad period, it'll bring up like the advanced control box.
Yeah.
And then if you hold down control, it'll actually pull up your mouse and you can click all those nice little buttons.
Ooh, nice.
One of those options is start a new direction. Like you see under basics, right next to the satellite, there's a thing that says new.
Yeah.
If you click that, it'll start a new line the way you're facing.
Right.
Wow, that looks complicated.
I know I'm not much with these newfangled things.
I've got an analog foot which I use to control my speed, and analog arms which I use to control the angle I go at. So I'll stick with that, I think.
If I remember right, it's Control W for steering assist.
Yep.
Then if I just...
And you'll know it's on because the little satellite will have little like rays coming out of it, or radio waves.
And this is basically steering hands-free. I've just got my foot on the accelerator or finger on the trigger, and I'm not steering at all. And it's making me straight.
Oh, nice. So what's the your fill level on the harvester at the back?
I'm at about 37%, so I can manage this row.
Okay, cool.
And then we'll fill on the way back up. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then eventually we'll come back and just tidy up all this stuff we've missed.
I'm actually getting a decent amount of grass off of this area. When I first came up here, I was like, oh, there's not very much grass, but I've got my trailer about 20% full right now. I'm not done yet, so I'm sure our sheep will appreciate it.
Yeah. Is there a... Oh, there's always... I know there's sale points, but is there a storage place for grass on this map?
I don't believe so.
Well, that was ambitious, but I did it.
Yeah, so now that thanks to Taff, we know we can link up those two trailers together. I feel like such a noob right now. We might look at investing into a more powerful tractor to handle them.
I think we're gonna have to.
Because that would be pretty useful, wouldn't it?
To be fair, this little case 160 is doing a fine job. I don't know how she'll be when she's full. That might be a bit too far. But so far, so good.
Yeah, I just want an excuse to get a bigger tractor, to be honest.
Oh, that's fine.
I really want to try out that New Holland with the tracks in the back.
Oh yeah. That's a sexy looking piece of kit.
So Taff, I've been meaning to ask you a question.
Okay.
Mind? Your handle. What terrible crime did you do to find yourself exiled from the land of song and leaks?
It was a horrible tale. In summary, no. The family moved away from Wales, and I've lived in England ever since. In my it's not an exile, as in I've been kicked out of my own country. It's I've just been living in my adopted country of England, and they've been very generous and kind so far, until the rugby result, and then I get a week of ribbing, and which I can do without.
So if you're from Wales, do you speak Alien? I mean Welsh?
I don't. So I'm from Cardiff, which is in South Wales, capital of Wales, but it's very anglicised down in South Wales, and I was never taught Welsh because I was educated just over the border in Gloucestershire. So
Gotcha.
I was educated in England for my crimes. So anything anything I do wrong, I blame the English educational system. But,
That's typically how it goes in America. Anything goes wrong, just blame it on the education system.
it's easy
Or
get
Obama,
out.
One of the two. There's actually a joke. I don't know if you've heard it. It's quite common, especially on the internet, where anytime anything goes wrong, you just say "Thanks, Obama." Well, there was a video released of President Obama doing it to himself, and it's typically, like things that are clearly not Obama's fault, like, my car won't start in the morning. Thanks, Obama. Obama put out a video of him trying to dip a cookie into a glass of milk, and the cookie was too big for the glass of milk. He said, "Thanks, Obama." So he just kind of killed the joke. Can't be topped.
You got to admire somebody in that position who's got a sense of humour about himself. You got to admire that. Have you seen? They've done Obama singing one of Taylor Swift's songs. Have you seen that?
I've not seen that. No.
Oh, which one is it? I can't. Oh, mowing grass, fantastic. Yeah, they've taken all his speeches and they've got him singing one of Taylor Swift's songs. It's quite amusing.
Oh, I've seen similar ones. I saw one where they took all his speeches together and they did the Rick Astley "Never Gonna Give You Up."
Obama Rick rolling, fantastic.
Yeah.
Got to see that. You're very consistent, Dr. V, with your with your rows. We got a nice little hedge on each one.
Well, I've just worked out how to adjust the working grid in this GPS mode.
Ah, okay.
When I started out, it thought I was using like a 12-metre header for some reason. I've kind of got that down to the correct 3 metres now. We should, fingers crossed, be better off.
Oh. Wasn't paying attention, lagged a little bit behind there. There we go.
All good.
So how are things going over on your side of YouTube, Taff?
Things are going okay, thanks. It's since Christmas. I'm sure you've probably had the same thing. It's so manic at Christmas that schedules get lost, thrown out the window, and then I don't know about you guys, but since then I've sort of come back after Christmas into the new year, and I'm really finding I found myself in a bit of a slump with a real lack of motivation to record and to do videos. It's not that I didn't want to do them. It's I would sit down ready to go, look at the games I had, and thought, you know what, I don't fancy that tonight. And I don't know if that was just a January slump. It's feeling a little bit run down after a very good Christmas where you've abused how much food and drink you've had, and your body's just saying, nah, you know what, you need a rest. So I don't know if that's it, but yeah, it's apart from that's much neater. Yeah, apart from that, I'm just sort of trying to get the passion back to hit 2015 hard. I want to get into some live streaming as well. So
I wish I had the internet to let me live stream.
I have it intermittently, and then I just have to.
It looks like our barley's starting to come in nicely. But yeah, I know what you mean. With Christmas and working in retail, I had my hours jumped up drastically around December and January, and the end of November too. So I kind of stopped doing the videos, like the more time-consuming videos, like my FSX series is kind of stalled out again, unfortunately. But those just take so much time.
I can definitely relate to that. I've got some a couple of series which, you know, just to record the episodes will take about 2 hours, and then you got your editing, your post-production, your rendering, your uploading, which, you know, while you can do it and you do have that time, on the other hand, you can probably make 2 or 3 other style videos during that same time, and you think, well, it's better to have the 3 videos than the 1.
Yeah,
and that's what I've found myself trying to justify. I can't really do that tonight because I can get 3 videos out here, or 1 of my B17-esque videos, you know, so I can thoroughly relate to that.
Yeah, and it's not like I don't like FSX. I love flying in FSX, and just asked Dr. V last week, I was like, ooh, A2A released a new plane. Bye. And
oh really? What they released? I played FSX years ago, and only recently, in the last couple of months, I've really got back into it, and I'm actually thinking about recording some videos on it, because literally the last couple of nights, that's all I've been playing. I haven't done any videos. I've just sat there playing FSX.
Nice. I just picked up their Cessna 182. It's been released probably for a couple weeks now, but it's definitely their most recent plane.
So, probably going slightly off topic here, but what kind of what are your favourite mods? Because obviously, I've got some mods which I bought a year or so ago, and I don't know what the latest ones are. What are probably the 2 most must-haves, in your opinion?
That depends. Do you want to focus on making your game look pretty, having interesting aircraft to fly, or giving yourself things to do while you fly?
Oh, that's good. That's a very good question. So, a bit of all 3.
So as
Go on, ASP. I know my answer to this one. Oh,
he's gonna have to think about it.
yeah.
Go on then, Dr. V. What's your answer?
For me, there's no contest. It's the Orbex, England, Wales, Scotland, and the FTX Global package.
Yes, that's a great shout. I've actually already have that, and I would totally agree with you. That transforms flying over the UK. It makes it such a beautiful experience now.
Yes, absolutely. Hello.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh boy.
Just have, let the workers keep working while you go and have a quick coffee break. I understand.
Typical management.
Yeah.
It's cancelled out my recording too, so I mean I still have that footage. I just have to restore.
We'll wait for you to restart, and then we'll pick up. Oh, lag spike.
This is probably me joining.
Yeah, synchronizing. God, I'm gonna have to do some editing now.
Alright, I'm back. So, in answer to your question, a little bit of all 3. Well, as from the business perspective, like giving yourself things to do, like a reason to fly, in my opinion, you have three main options. You have FS Passengers, Air Hauler, or the other one I believe is FS Captain.
Okay.
And my favorite one is FS Passengers at the moment. Basically what that does, it lets you start up a small airline, and you're restricted to using like planes that you own. So for example, you start and your company only has like $500,000 and you're only licensed to fly like a small general aviation aircraft, so you know, you buy a Cessna or a Piper or something as your first aircraft. And then you transport passengers to different destinations, and you know, they're all destinations of your choosing. You still get to pick your routes, but you earn money and you earn reputation in order to fly bigger and better aircraft and fill your seats faster and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I did actually start. You did started a series on that, didn't you? Because I started to watch that.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you,
that's.
And you were jumping between a couple of the planes. I think you probably did a lot between videos, judging by how you upgraded your planes. But
yeah, with FS Passengers, it does take. If you do it how I do it, where you. Oh, wait, hang on, let me backtrack. In FS Passengers, you have like 3 different ways you can restrict yourself. You can combine all of these or none of these. So you can set yourself to career mode, where you're limited in what aircraft you can fly. Like you have to gain hours and experience before you're allowed to move up to the next like category of aircraft. You have economics mode, which allows you to you know, sell seats, sell tickets, all that good stuff. And then you have another mode, which I can't remember right now because I don't use it. And the way I play, I restrict myself to I restrict it to airline mode and economics mode. So not only am I trying to make money to buy the next plane, I also have to get a certain amount of hours in before I can get the next plane. And the hours are pretty intense. It's not like, oh, 2 hours and you get to fly a Q400. You have to be flying for like 40 hours before you can fly like a Grand Caravan.
oh wow,
yeah, it is pretty intense. But you can use time acceleration, and it counts as in-game hours, not real-life hours.
Because I've played what's Air Hauler, and whoops, that actually goes on real-time hours, doesn't it? Where you know, every month you have to pay, regardless if you've done any in the game, you still have to pay your landing fee or your base fees and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is that the same with FS Passengers?
There is a landing fee and stuff when you land at the airport. So when you finish your flight, you get a nice flight summary, which is, you know, your profits and your costs and stuff. But it's not like you don't have a base of operations like you do in Air Hauler.
Okay, so you're far more freelance.
Yes.
Cool. So
much less restrictive than Air Hauler. However, Air Hauler 2 is going to be coming out soon, and I'm probably going to switch over to that from FS Passengers because it looks really, really good.
I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, not too many details out about it yet, but apparently it looks like it's going to combine Air Hauler and FS Passengers together in great ways.
Oh, really? So, now that does sound interesting.
Yeah. And then, so those are your first 2 options. And then your third option would be FS Captain, which basically allows you to fly for someone else's airline, is the way that I understand it. I don't use FS Captain, I don't have it. Just from, like, a few of the things I've seen about it, I think I'd prefer FS Passengers over it, because it doesn't look like you run a company, it looks like you work for a company.
Okay.
But like I said, I don't know too much about it. So. And then as far as aircraft go, of course you can never go wrong with PMDG or A2A. The PMDG 737 is of course generally regarded as like the best plane you can get, rivaled only by PMDG's other products. And of course, A2A has the light aviation sim market cornered. I mean, you have Carenado, which they do pretty nice aircraft as well, but they're not study sim level like A2A or PMDG. So,
but there probably might be a better shot for somebody like me who's more of a casual sim flyer.
oh yes, for sure. Though, if you're a casual sim flyer, I would still recommend checking out A2A because they have really nice aircraft, and the general aviation aircraft, even though they're, you know, study sim level, they're not hard to fly. You can get them off the ground in a matter of minutes. It's not like an hour pre-flight like the PMDG 737.
Yeah, there's less to the actual aircraft, isn't there?
Right. There's with the A2A, they do model a lot of things accurately, and that includes flight models, so they are just a pleasure to fly. However, Carenado, they make some really good-looking aircraft, and their aircraft are not bad system-wise, but they're not like superb either. They are a nice mix between casual and professional. So yeah.
So when can we look forward to more FSX series from you then?
Whenever I have time, hopefully.
I found your channel actually doing one of the regional jet tutorial. How to fly one of the
ERJ 135.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, that is done by Field Air, and they're a pretty good company. In my opinion, their ERJ 135 is the best plane that they have. I also have their EMB 175 195 series, and I do not like that as much at all. I flew it a little bit in my last FS Passenger series, and it doesn't hold a candle to the 135. So that's unfortunate. But if you're going Field Air, really the only one I would recommend is their 135 145 package.
And with all these things, it's always best to wait. There's a sale every couple of months, isn't there? So it's always best to wait for the sales from one of the sim markets or FS Pilot, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, FS Pilot Shop is actually my favorite, and
Yeah.
They have an ongoing sale with a lot of the Quality Wing stuff right now. Like the Quality Wing 757. It's not a study sim by any means. It's just like a pretty looking plane, probably just a little more complex than a default plane. That's $25 right now, 25 American dollars right now, and then their Quality Wings BAE 146 package and Avro RJ package is like 45 and normally 60, so definitely a good deal. No, actually it's not even 45, it's 37. That's right, it's 37. So yeah,
considering how much time and pleasure you
Wings.
can get out of it, that's quite cheap actually, isn't it?
Yeah, what you have to do when you get into flight simming, you can't look at each plane as an expansion pack to a game. You have to look at each plane as a game in and of itself. You know, when you go out and buy a game that's not something crazy, like, you know, farming sim that has no end, but say something like BioShock Infinite, you're gonna get maybe like 14 hours out of it for your first playthrough.
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably typically more like 10. And, you know, that's a $60 title, where you can get a airplane for FSX for the same price and get literally hundreds of hours out of it. So...
I'm sold. You've sold me on it, absolutely. Now, I don't know if you noticed, Dr. V, on the previous, I struggled to get up the hill at the same pace as you, and my my autopilot, or it's not my autopilot, my cruise control is screwed up a little bit.
Come
So, hang on.
back, I'm full.
Oh, you're full, yeah.
Yeah.
Am I actually... Oh, I thought I was sliding down the hill then. Oh, watch out, boss about. Heads up.
I think you are sliding backwards.
I am sliding backwards, aren't I? There's too much weight. Right, I'm 86%, so I'm going to unload.
Good idea.
Alright, so I am just going around cutting grass now, Dr. V. I'm going to start filling up one of those bunkers like we talked about. Maybe I'll just, maybe instead of doing the biogas plant, I'll start filling up the cow silage bunker, so that way we can get into cows relatively quickly once we get the money.
Are these tippers only backward tippers? They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought so. Interestingly, when you've got them trailered up to each other, only the front one really gets muddy.
Really?
Oh yeah, I don't know why.
Hmm.
But hell, it saves on the cleaning bill.
Yeah.
Right. In response to justifying a better tractor, I would say the brakes on the case when you've got two full trailers are not good enough. It is shockingly bad. Previously, when we were trying to unload at the top of the hill, I was rolling backwards, full brake on, and I even had to stick it in forward gear and accelerate to try and slow down, and it wasn't slowing down. So I don't know if that could be a lag issue, but it's quite scary when your tractor accelerates in the wrong direction.
Yeah. I was just going back and cleaning up from when you were experimenting with GPS, Dr. V.
Yeah.
If one of you wants to swap out with me, just let me know if you'd rather do grass than potatoes. Or not, sorry, sugar beets.
Potatoes, potatoes.
I'm gonna go look for another mower mission in the meantime.
Right, I've swapped the trailers around now so that both of them will start to get dirty now. Just for realism's sake.
There we go.
I think I'm gonna bump, speaking of realism's sake, I think I'm gonna go ahead and bump the time up to like... Oh, I'm not logged in as admin. I need to do that. Hold on, viewers.
Okay. I'm gonna just tidy up these rows that we messed up.
Okay, no worries.
That. Obviously it's a shared effort, so...
I'm not taking responsibility for that.
Jeff's like, I don't want my name attached to that.
I was driving support only.
No mower missions, so I'm just gonna keep picking up some grass to fill that cow bunker. We got our sheep all taken care of for now. I'm gonna go ahead and step up the time acceleration to like 15 or so, just so we get a little bit of passage of time. The crop shouldn't wither.
This is lining up quite nicely.
Cool, almost halfway through this field. That's not bad going actually.
Yeah, pretty good.
Now the boss is gone, we can stop.
Tea break.
Mandatory T's and P's. Right.
Whoop, I'm saying hello to that tree you said hello to earlier.
It's a very friendly tree, that one.
It is, it's very welcoming.
Always. It's always there.
It's always there. Have you ever used the cruise control on the drive control mod? Or do you just...
No, I haven't.
Okay, no, me either. I always use the standard one that comes with the vanilla game, but
I did like how they changed the way they implemented it for 15.
Yeah.
A lot easier to use now.
The only thing I wish they still had like the 1, 2, 3, and then you could just like change the speeds with like the plus or minus key.
yeah, I wish that as well. I often find that it's okay, but once you first start on the cruise control, it takes a while just to get it to where you want it. It kind of accelerates really. Oh my goodness, we're close. Pay attention to what you're doing.
Paint.
Yeah, I don't use the drive control version much either. I have a hard time telling the difference between the gear limiter and the gas limiter, to be honest. I don't know when to use what.
Okay, I'm going to get to the end, I think, this tidying up. And then I'm up for a change.
Alright, I'll come over.
Lovely job.
Well, these sugar beet need to be washed. If you want to grab a toothbrush and go to the barn and just grab a bucket of water, wash them all. Fantastic. Should only take you 25 years. It's like hard labour, that is, isn't it?
Go to school, kids.
Yeah.
It's just the little bits and bobs now needs. Up. Manually.
I'll just stay out of the way then if you like and just...
We now enter the freestyle stage of the harvesting process.
It's a 6 from the Russian judge.
You want to take a shift of mowing, Dr. V?
Yeah, if you're here, I'll hand over to you now then. There's one little strip down the far end that you're doing.
Do you want to harvesting, Taff, or do you want to stick with the trailers?
Oh, I'm happy either way. I'm happy either way. I'm quite comfortable.
It's up to you. If you want to harvest, you can harvest.
Nah, it's all right. I'll stay in the case. I'm actually enjoying this little tractor. It's
Alrighty.
surprisingly a nice little model.